is making terrible. Alright. Mayfield. The Browns. They always pick the worst players. They always pick players that knit up. Alright, so this makes sense. Saquon Barkley, this was a definite top 2 pick. So this guy definitely did deserve the draft pick he got. Okay, this one makes sense. What about pick number 3, Sam Darnold? He should have gone no. Just tell me. Just out of all the players you could have picked, Cleveland, you picked Denzel Ward. What are you doing? You needed somebody that it's a cornerback. Yes, they did need a cornerback, but they needed something else. They needed maybe a wide receiver. Maybe they could have used an offensive lineman or a tight end. They've been a joke. Who am I kidding? They could have used somebody else on defense. They still had Bradley Chubb. He's teamed up now with Von Miller. Great. Quentin Nelson, left guard for the Colts. Okay, I'm fine with this one. I don't really mind it. Number 7, Josh Allen. I mean, he's already a bust in my eyes. I don't know why the hell the Bills picked a terrible quarterback. Just because he had good stats in the freaking Mountain Midwestern division does not mean he's good on the field. He may look good on paper. His stats looked really nice because he went to Wyoming. That's where nobody goes. That's where only people who have to make a last-second decision go, who don't get accepted into D1 schools. This is not surprising that he went this early. And honestly, if he was in any other team that was not in the Mountain Midwestern, he probably could have gone top 5, believe it or not. He probably could have even been the number 1 pick, but no, he went to an easy college and he got good stats. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Raquan Smith is our middle linebacker for the Bears. Well, what depth does that add to the Bears? Well, it gives them a defense. It gives them something of a better defense. It just doesn't work for their offense, because not only do they now not have much in their quarterback core, since they got rid of Mike Glennon, now they have to rely on Mitchell Trubisky, which I think is still underdeveloped because he was learning from freaking Mike Glennon. Who is this helping? Next pick, we have Mike McGlinchey. Honestly, I thought this was one of the better picks by Mike Shanahan. This is probably one of the picks that made some sort of sense, in my opinion. It wasn't really bad, but it wasn't really good. Definitely good enough, though, to build up the offensive line and help out that quarterback. Jimmy G is, by the way, going to be the GOAT in a couple years. And I'm a Cardinals fan, by the way. Speaking of the Cardinals, we have Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen is going to be okay. We need an O-line, alright? Just let us build an O-line around him real quick, and he'll be okay. Trust me. Rosen will last all but 5 years because we made a stupid pick. Instead of grabbing a wide receiver like we should have, we grabbed a quarterback that will probably get injured in like the 3rd game he starts in. So, perfect. We got a quarterback that won't last us long. He could be a franchise quarterback, but who the fuck cares, okay? He's not gonna work. He's probably not gonna work for us. Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins picking Minkah Fitzpatrick. Alright, I see this one, pairing him up with Rashad Jones on the safeties. This is a good pick. I do think this is a very nice pick. I know we're outside the top 10, by the way. I know I promised this was only going to be the first 10 picks, but I had no idea the other picks were also on this game. So, honestly, I feel like Minkah Fitzpatrick is a perfect pick for the Miami Dolphins. The only thing I have a problem with this is that they got rid of Ndamukong Suh, which doesn't make sense why they didn't pick up Vita VA. This guy literally is a beast. I don't defense anyways. That's about as good as the Buccaneers get on defense. Well, since they're like 2002. Never mind. Okay. Daron Payne to the Washington Redskins. Did I think they needed a D-line? Yes, they did. They definitely did need one. But is this the right pick? To some, this is a pretty freaking bad pick. To others, this is a pretty good pick. I'm in between on this one because I really don't know enough about this guy to really judge. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to say something that's wrong. Alright, next pick, Marcus Davenport for the New Orleans Saints. He's paired up with Cameron Hayward, and the O-lines are screwed. This is exactly what could have happened. It's exactly what could have been with Chubb and Garrett, but instead we got Davenport and freaking and Jordan. Whew. Gonna take a quick drink here. Alright. Right tackle, Colton Miller, right tackle for the Raiders. Is this pick good? No. Just not even in the slightest. You know, the Raiders, you could have gotten another player to replace Cordarrelle Patterson and Crabtree, right? You know, you could have done that. You could have gotten someone to team up with Cooper and Nelson. Or maybe help someone with Khalil Mack on your embarrassing defense that costs you pretty much all your games. What are you doing? Why are you running? Alright, next one. Tremaine Edmonds. The Bills picked a middle linebacker. Go figure. I mean, they already got a quarterback. They need a corner. Like, did you guys not hit a corner? I'm not sure anymore. Did you guys hit a corner? Because you guys lost Stephon Gilmore to the Patriots. Did you hit a corner by chance? Because, honestly, I don't think a middle linebacker really suits you. Are you just going to pick up a corner around 2? I hope you guys at least get a corner around 2, okay? I won't be too mean about it because I don't know a lot about this guy, and I don't know a lot about the Bills' depth. But I feel like a middle linebacker, I'm mixed about it, alright? I don't know about the Bills' defense too much. I just know it's not that good, to be honest. And the final pick so far added into the game is Derwin James, picked by the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego. So, this is a strong safety. This would have been better if Eric Weddle was still on the team, right, Chargers fan? Right? You got me? So, basically what's happening now is that you have the Chargers basically screwing up their picks again by drafting a safety that they don't... I mean, they do need, but they don't need. You know what I'm saying? So, now, the last pick I saw was Leighton, Bosch, I'm pretty sure. He is on the Dallas Cowboys. This is the stupidest pick I think I've ever seen. Or I'd have to say second stupidest pick behind the Browns picking up freaking Baker Mayfield. No, I can't get over that. That's the first overall pick wasted once again. Good job, Browns. I hope you feel happy about yourself. And good job, Jerry. You could have done it. You could have gotten DJ Moore, and you could have gotten Calvin Ridley. But no, you had to take the easy way out and grab an inside linebacker. You're so bad that you took an inside linebacker. This makes me actually think that you shouldn't even be owning a team anymore. This is how bad the coaching has gotten. It just never ends. Likewise, how many of these picks that I think were good? I think more than half of them were pretty solid picks for the teams that they were picked to. But do I think the top 5 picks were all busts. No, not in the slightest. I think Mayfield, he's exactly like Manziel. You're gonna get the same crap out of them, Browns. Hopefully you guys enjoy another 3 seasons of wishing you never picked him up. And I hope you guys enjoy that cornerback who just doesn't do anything after his first year like Joe Hayden did. Actually, I know Joe Hayden appeared after his first year. It was about his 3rd or 4th year when he started showing up a little bit more. But you get the picture. It's all a joke. Your whole team is a joke. Your drafting is a joke. That they wasted another year picking another player that they didn't need. It's completely useless now to consider the Browns even worth picking a player. Instead of even leaving the Browns to pick, we should just say the Browns can't pick pretty much outright. Honestly, if the Browns want to pick, then they need to actually think before they pick. What's up, Noah? So, Browns, Cowboys. Oh, Cowboys. You had it. You had the perfect pick. You could have. And you should have taken a receiver when your best actually, I'd probably say maybe your second best receiver left the team. You could have had DJ Moore, or you could have had, I'm not playing Fortnite. No, I'm not playing Fortnite. Get out of here with that. That game can go die. As I was saying, you could have had DJ Moore, or you could have had Ridley. But you couldn't do that, Jerry. You didn't want to be predictable. You wanted to make sure you were as unpredictable as possible. So you picked the stupidest pick I think I've seen by a team that had pretty much everything going for them. And Cardinals. Oh, Cardinals. How do I start with you? You morons decided to take a quarterback, well, that won't even last you more than a freaking decade. It'll last you about 4 years. Actually, it won't even last you half a decade. It's gonna be amazing how fast the fan base leaves you because you're terrible picks. It's every time I turn on the TV, because I was really happy with this pick. I honestly like this pick, but then I remember there was Calvin Ridley still left. We needed a wide receiver. We got 2 quarterbacks out of free agency. And of course, you guys picked up a quarterback that will play the clutch, not the clutch. I meant the click. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me rephrase that. Okay, here we go. You guys decided to play a guy that'll hold the clipboard for half his career in Arizona. What are you doing? Like, honestly, Calvin Ridley could have added more depth for us, I think. Good night. But instead, oh, you had to be very unpredictable. And we're like, maybe taking a quarterback in the first round is a great idea. If he turns out to be a bust, blame it on him for sucking. Because obviously I'm hoping our training gets better. And if Steve Wilkes screws this up for 1 minute, I'm watching him like a hawk for the next year. If he screws this up and makes Josh Rosen probably one of the worst pickups we've made in years, I'm done. I can't handle any more of these terrible pickups from us. Honestly, if we were to really be able to pick up anybody, which we did have a chance to pick up guys like Vita VA, where we didn't really need a defensive tackle. We had a chance to pick up a guy like... We could have picked up a guy like, you know... trying to think. We could have picked up a guy like Lamar Jackson, but he's a run-first quarterback. He should be playing running back or wide receiver. If you're a run-first quarterback, then you're not playing quarterback. You're basically playing running back. Alright? Don't fool yourself with this kid. This kid is not going to do you any justice. And honestly, I'm not even surprised anymore that he's fallen this far back into the draft, because he has no idea how to even carry a team. Now, you guys may have seen his college highlights from Louisville. Alright, I get it. Yeah, he looked good on paper. But like I said before, we don't know how he's going to look in the NFL level, and if he continues to do the same thing that he was doing back in the college level, he's not going to get very far in the NFL. Let's be honest. He's going to probably get through about his 5th year, and he's going to decide, why am I still playing quarterback when I just run the ball all the time? It's awful. Okay. No. You haven't heard the end of this just yet. We are far from done. Actually, not very far from done. We still have about another 5 to 10 minutes left. To be honest. I'm not adding you, so don't even try that. I ain't even gonna be touching Fortnite for a couple days, because honestly, the game can go rot, because I don't care about it anymore. I honestly did care about Fortnite, but the normies have infested Fortnite to the point where I don't even want to play it anymore. And most of the players are just 6 years old and don't even know half of the things that they're even talking about. So, yeah, I don't want to go back. I just don't want to. It's like sending a man with PTSD back to the place where he got the PTSD from. So, I don't want to go back. It's not a good place. It's not a fun place. Alright, back to the picks again. So, let's see here. The Jets. We'll go after the Jets next. This one, I think I'm going to be a little bit more easier on the Jets. To be honest, they did nothing wrong. I feel like they made the perfect pick once the Browns screwed up their pick, pretty much. Because that was a basically winner-takes-all pick right there. And this was a very good pick by the Jets. For once, I was actually surprised the Jets could still draft good. I mean, I thought the Jets were known for kind of drafting terrible players. You know, like the butt fumble. I mean, I don't want to point out any names, but Mark Sanchez basically is the epitome of terrible picks. And then you also have guys like Sam Bradford. He went #1 overall back in the day, all the way back then, and he was still bad. So, to conclude, Lamar Jackson, wherever he lands up, is not going to be fun, because he's going to be the quarterback that'll be out of the league in 5 years. Actually, less than 5 years. Because honestly, I don't think he's any good. I think the only reason why I thought we were gonna pick him up was because what was it? The only reason why I thought we were gonna pick him up was because I thought we were gonna still keep our 15th overall pick, and I'm like, if Josh Rosen and all the other quarterbacks I think will be taken before our pick, then we should be able to at least try to go after Lamar Jackson. If not him, then maybe even Calvin Ridley, right? And of course we didn't, because like I said before, our drafting is as good as the Browns at this point. So how did I feel about the first 10 picks and the rest of this first round? I feel like it's been awful. Like, the whole draft so far has been terrible. Because half of the picks, they're just teams throwing away picks for no reason. They're just throwing picks away to throw picks away. It's like they didn't even care to watch the tape of the players they were picking, and were just like, yeah, let's just pick that guy because he's got a cool haircut. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me why they picked most of these guys. But you know what? Let it be. I don't care any further. I don't care any more than that. Because honestly, if I did, then I'd be here all night, basically. But I don't care. I feel like everyone wasted their picks. Only a select handful of teams did not actually waste their picks. And one of the teams that wasted their picks are actually one of my favorite teams, the Cardinals. Actually, not one of my favorite teams, but my favorite team's the Cardinals. It's just not fun to watch anymore when your team just constantly blows picks because they don't pay attention to who they pick up. Because after a while, you start seeing a guy where you think he should have been picked up earlier or later in the draft, he gets picked up too soon, or he gets picked up too late, and now you feel like it's either going to go good or bad because he got picked so early or late. But anyways, that will basically close out the stream. I feel like everyone did a terrible job with this year's draft, especially the top 10 picks. Thank you, Browns, for messing up this draft. I appreciate it. I will see you guys all in the next video Sunday. Bye-bye.